The city of Ormond Beach is soaring to new heights. Investment can be seen throughout the community, from new Main Street restaurants to Granada Boulevard retail stores and citywide utility projects. The Ormond Crossings planned development has new ownership, and its first major office headquarter development project is on the horizon. The Ford family of Volusia County purchased the 3,000-acre site in September of 2016. The project, in its entirety, includes a 575-acre commerce park, 3,000 housing units, land area dedicated for retail and shopping, and recreational and community facilities. Let's hear from Lisa Ford Williams and Alex Ford Jr. on their investment in the city of Ormond Beach.
We're very pleased with the working relationship we've had with the city and with the Burt family and Security First Insurance Company. It's just been a real pleasure dealing with everyone, and I think it was a great team effort to come together and save this local business for Ormond Beach. Let me mention one other thing. It was important to us. This is going to be the flagship of this particular development. It was important to us that certain development standards be met, besides the ones already established for the entire PUD. But part of our contract, I don't think I'm breaching any confidence here, part of our contract, we wanted to have a commitment by Security First to have certain standards in their development. And as we were negotiating the contract, they basically said, why don't we just attach a picture of what we're going to do? And when they showed us that picture, we were blown away by it. We're very, very pleased with the project they're developing.
I feel like immediately everybody rolled up their sleeves and got to work, and that was from the top all the way down. The city commission, you, the city manager, all the different departments, the attorneys representing both the seller, the purchaser, the city. It was that old saying, you know, how do we get to yes?
I deal with a lot of jurisdictions. Ormond Beach knows how to get it done. We felt embraced from day one, not only by the Ormond Beach staff, but also by the entire commission. I think every one of them has reached out to us and expressed support for this project, which we really appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
The airport will provide businesses in Ormond Crossings with aeronautical opportunities. Taxiway Golf was completed this spring at the city's municipal airport. The construction of the new Taxiway Golf runs parallel to the full length of runway 1735. The city received approximately $4 million in state and federal grants to construct the taxiway project. Taxiway Golf will allow aircraft to safely access the runways and will also open undeveloped land for aviation use development, located at the northwest and southwest quadrants of the airport. Public meetings held in 2015 revealed the need to improve and extend the primary runway to better accommodate current and future users of the airport. An environmental assessment for the runway 826 extension project was completed this summer and is the first step in permitting process for the construction of the proposed 1,000-foot runway extension in accordance with the approved airport master plan. The sports complex near the airport continues to evolve. Planned improvements to Field 7 include repositioning the field, lighting, bleachers, and a concession restroom building to allow for girls softball. Staff is seeking grant funding to offset the construction costs of approximately $800,000, and if received, construction will occur in fiscal year 2018-2019.
Main Street is experiencing growth and renovation with new businesses and renovation projects throughout the downtown. There are new restaurants, retail shops, and art studios opening along the Main Street corridor. Ormond Main Street and the Ormond Beach Chamber of Commerce has worked tirelessly with the city to seek the revitalization of downtown. The city is committed to an upgrade of Cason Park. This includes paving the park, redoing the bathroom, adding other amenities, and its signature feature would be what is called the Cason Park Floating Dock. The Cason Park Floating Dock is going to be 70 feet to the south of the existing fishing pier, With the proposed plan, docking is going to be available on both sides of the dock and would provide an estimated 270 feet for dockage and along each side, allowing for roughly 12 boats with an average length of 26 feet to dock at one time. A 300-foot breakwater is also included in the area, as the area is prone to strong currents during periods of high winds, and the breakwater would provide a safe, calm area for docking and slow maneuvering of boats along the proposed dock. Due to the hurricane which has just occurred, the city is going to be closely looking at this plan, but it is still their intent to complete the upgrade of Caseman Park, including this dock.
Over the past several years, Central Park has continually seen improvements with the addition of the Environmental Discovery Center, 2 community gardens, and a newly installed ADA concrete trail around the lake in Central Park off Fleming Avenue. The Forest Hill Multi-Use Path project will provide a 10-foot wide path connecting Forest Hills at Scottsdale Drive to Granada Boulevard and Old Tomoka Road. This project was originally identified as a priority in the Bicycle and Pedestrian Safety Review Study for Tomoka Elementary, prepared by the Volusia County MPO, which is now the River to Sea TPO. This path will be approximately 3,400 feet long. This project is funded primarily with federal funds of approximately $500,000 through FDOT's LAP program, with the city providing a 10% match toward the project's completion in in-house design services.
The city's reused water system provides over 1 billion gallons of reused water annually to our customers, greatly reducing withdrawal of water from the Floridian aquifer and reducing the amount discharged to the Halifax River, thereby lessening environmental impacts to the river's ecosystem. The reuse is used for residential and commercial properties as well as public parks and medians. In recent years, the city began the process of installing reused water lines on streets as part of its 2-inch water main replacement project, and was recently awarded funding by the St. Johns River Water Management District for nearly $1.5 million, or 1/3 of the cost to extend the reused water system throughout the South Peninsula. Pedestrian safety along the A1A corridor has long been identified as a priority for residents and guests. Recent and future redevelopment along A1A makes the safe crossing to the beachfront a necessary improvement. Staff, working with the Florida Department of Transportation and the River to Sea Transportation Planning Organization, are developing a solution to A1A crossings. The city has initiated a project with FDOT for the construction of crossings at Seminole Avenue, Rockefeller Drive, and River Beach Drive, as well as the installation of rapid rectangular flashing beacons at the crosswalk serving Andy Romano Beachfront Park. The Casements now offers a self-guided tour app. The project began this past spring as an idea by the Casements Guild, who worked with staff to bring it to fruition. Self-guided tours benefit those who stop in but don't have time to take a guided tour, or those who stop in during non-tour hours.
Speaking of investments, 2017 has seen a continuation of soaring private sector investment in the Ormond Beach economy, with business licenses increasing 20%, building permits have increased 31%, and total construction valuation has increased 24%, for a total of $91 million. The City of Ormond Beach sold to Padwell Holdings a 6-acre parcel of land in the Airport Business Park in 2014. The company manufactures modular commercial buildings and transports these buildings in sections to sites located across the United States and around the world. Padwell is expanding operations and construction is underway for a second building of 14,000 square feet on their site. Over the past year, there have been a number of significant retail projects approved and constructed along Granada Boulevard, including the Shops on Granada Boulevard, Phase 2, which will include a large grocer and other retail shops, and many other retail projects are in various stages of planning and development. S.R. Perrott completed the construction of their 25,000 square foot office development adjacent to its 90,000 square foot warehouse facility along the North US 1 headquarters site. Let's hear from Melissa Burt DeVries, Chief Legal Counsel, and Locke Burt, Chairman and President of Security First Managers, about their $28 million investment on the 50-acre site in Ormond Crossings.
Security First Insurance Company provides homeowners insurance to Floridians. We have 340,000 homes that we insure today. That makes us the second largest insurance company in Florida. The city of Ormond Beach has been great to work with, and Ormond Beach was always the sentimental favorite. My family moved to Ormond Beach in 1959. We've had our business headquartered here since 1959, and that's where I wanted to keep the business. We are going to invest a huge amount of money in building this building. I mean, the total investment is going to be on the order of $30 million. We weren't looking to go someplace where we, on top of the $30 million, we had to build the roads and the sewer and bring in the electricity and the signaling. So those incentives were a critical part of the decision.
So we had been looking for a location for about 3 years. We initially tried to look for an existing building or an existing location, and we were looking to lease a space. But as we were growing so quickly, as we were adding employees, and also as a homeowners insurance company, we needed not only a larger space, we kept getting bigger and bigger, the space that we needed, but we also needed space that was hurricane resistant, that had a generator, and that has the ability to withstand hurricanes, because clearly we need to be there for our customers. And we just weren't finding what we were looking for, and so we started to look for land. So we wanted quite a few acres, and we were looking all across the county, and we did make some offers on some pieces of land, but we were having a really tough time finding land that was high enough, dry enough, and meeting our needs. And then the city of Ormond actually came to us, and they told us that there was a new owner with Ormond Crossings, and Ormond Crossings has been a development that, you know, the city and others have been looking to develop for at least a decade. And the new owners were interested in selling a smaller portion of the land. Well, this November we're going to start clearing the land, and we're going to build 133,000 square foot Class A office space. We hope that will accommodate up to about 700 employees, and our plan is that should keep us for quite some time. We hope that we don't need to build a second building for at least a couple years, you know, continue to develop the land that we purchased into a corporate campus headquarters.
On behalf of the City Commission, I want to thank the many businesses for their investments in making Ormond Beach Central Florida's preferred business address.